All right, I think we're live. I'm gonna be honest with you. This was a last minute thing because I've had on my list for the last couple of days to try to set up Hermes Agent, and I was just gonna film like a raw video, but honestly, like I've gone back and forth so much on like some thoughts about this that I figured maybe I'll just try it live. We'll see what happens. And if people pop in and have questions, I can answer those or try to, play around with different things. But in this video, I guess in this live, my main goals are to just briefly explain. I do want to have make this more of like a hands-on session rather than just me talking this time. Even though I like to talk and I will answer questions and talk, chat about stuff, but I try to keep doing these weekly, so try to keep staying. I don't know. Hermes is actually kind of old already, I guess, but try to stay relevant. I want to tell you a little bit about the reason that I'm doing this real quick. Point you to a video if you haven't seen it yet, and then just kind of set this up and kind of get it going. Because again, my current situation is that I'm trying to continuously help my clients as well as educate the people that are trying to do these things like me. And the shit moves too fast, you know. So I'm just trying to give it all a look and see what's actually helpful and what concepts really are actually helpful versus what stuff you should probably just avoid. So let me just start there. Let me stop just like rambling on that. Make sure we're good. Looks like we're good. Cool. All right. So I just want to kind of explain a little bit of an example, a thing that I didn't come up with. I wouldn't say, but I do want to just show you some of the videos. Just a couple different things here. So let me see if I can share my screen. Maybe right this one. Is that one good? Should we go left? I don't know if we should go right or left. We'll go right for now. So this is what my subscription looks like, mostly AI and tech shit. Maybe yours is a little different, but I do want to just point your attention to. I'll plug my own thing first because I guess that's what I have to do. So I have these watch these first videos up here that I think are some of my like pillar type content. If you watch this stuff, you'll kind of like understand like the beginnings of, and I'll add more of like what I'm actually specifically doing. Had this raw build here recently. This is the video in question though. Okay. So if I could try to summarize what's going on in my brain is that I have moved from this level of doing everything manually to doing a lot of things with the advancement of like AI and the enhancement of AI. But now I realize that I haven't tried OpenClaw, I haven't tried Hermes, I haven't tried any of that stuff. I haven't built my own things. I have built like my own things, but they're all like scattered. So I really want something that takes me to the next level. And what I believe the next level is something that is more autonomous, wraps the context of your business much more heavily and your life really. And you don't have to constantly be context switching and like remembering context because I've been doing a lot of cool stuff, but I've been like literally I talk about it in this video. Like I'm over in Claude chat doing some shit and it's got the memory, and then I go over to Claude code and it's like I gotta remind it or bring the context in. It's just stupid. Like there's just no I feel like that's not the future. Regardless of if LLM technology is the future, I don't feel like that's the future. So I'm just trying to work on it and figure it out. Philip, what's up? Appreciate you being here. So yeah, so that's kind of what I'm working on. So this video, I'll drop it in am I in the chat? Yeah, I'm in the chat. Okay, cool. Sometimes it makes me sign in. I'll drop this in here if you haven't seen it. Go check it out. But that's kind of like the long and short of that video is me kind of like talking about all that. And I could bring up the actual website. I might be able to do that actually real quick. Let me see if I can pull it up actually here real swiftly. Is it zipped up already? No, I think it's right here. Let me just do that. Here, I don't want to go through this whole thing because I talk about this in the video, but the whole point is like, this is again, simple illustration. Didn't take a lot of time on the design or anything like that. Just like, I didn't refine it. I just wanted to kind of have something because like, this is what I love AI for, just like taking my thoughts and putting them into a thing. You got your inference, you have your harness, you have your interface, you have your harness, you have your inference, which this is really important, like swappable, which comes into play when we think about some of these things. If you want to be able to swap stuff, you got to be concerned about what harness you're using, because Anthropic likes to do some stupid shit if you use like other harnesses and all that. So I'm navigating that. And then you have like your folder, your actual like where everything lives. Like this is the important part: your context, your skills, execution, all that. And then you have all your sources and tools that you're connecting to. And then you make some decisions down here on what to absorb, what to just connect, and what to like carve out and all that. So I mean, maybe I'll keep that up just so we can kind of remember that. But I do want to just dive in and kind of like talk about this concept and see if I can kind of do it a little bit. Now, these things aren't mutually, I mean, I guess they're mutually exclusive. They aren't? I don't know. They're like you can have like an AI, like this is not an AIOS. I'm not like about to download that. I'm about to download and try I've never done this. So I've never downloaded or never used OpenClaw or Hermes agent. I have no idea what the fuck's gonna happen. So this is literally, that's pretty cool. This is like OpenClaw. When the OpenClaw fad happened, that's how I'm understanding this. But this is more of one that like grows with you and learns with you, which I think for me, that's one of the hallmarks, the things that I would like to do. I'd want to move in that direction of making it so I don't have to babysit the agent. Like I could just do the work or tell it to do the work. And then like when it does good stuff, like we could like I'm assuming, I don't know, like you reinforce it to do more good and less bad, so to speak, in a way. So yeah, I got no idea what the fuck's gonna happen here. All these new products, all they do is you just like, I guess you just install as CLI. I don't know. We could be really noob-ish and do this through Claude Code, or I think I could just put it right here. I could be wrong. Should we just put it right here? Yeah, we're not gonna be able to do it right there. I think, is it a PowerShell thing? I don't know. It doesn't matter because I don't need to know right now. I can learn. So why don't I do this? Why don't I show you this really quick? Because this is kind of like part of what I was thinking about. This is like a thumbnail. It's like thumbnail generator and automating video editing. And as soon as I started getting a little wider with this concept, I was like, I need to wrap this in like a better situation and have something have access to everything, because I can't keep having everything like in folders on my desktop that are directories that I'm bouncing back and forth between and whatever. And even that, I mean, like you can have it. I like when whisper flow, you do whisper flow, and then it sometimes like when you don't say anything, it's like sigh. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I'm gonna try this. We're gonna go the noob way here for a second. Those are AI generated thumbnails, pretty cool. We're gonna go the noob way for a second. So, hey, I'd really love to install Hermes agent. I know that I can pretty much just go right to the command line and do this, but I want you to do it for me. So if I go to their website, this is what they say to copy and install, and just tell me exactly like what you're doing. What that command does, downloads all install script from Hermes, new agent, new research, pipes directly into bash, it's executed immediately. With your permissions, the script can do anything with that user account can do, install file, whatever. If you're on Windows, this bash command install only works with it. Okay. It also did say I needed that. I'm not sure if I have that. Maybe I do need to get that actually. I can't independently verify that as official. Okay, I got it. Yeah, I'm actually not sure what WSL is, so maybe you can educate me, or if you can just make it happen, that would be great. It's definitely the right source though. I mean, sometimes I think, oh man, maybe I should just know all of this stuff. But then I think, you know what? That's fucking stupid, because not everyone knows everything, And now when I read this, I will know it. It's no different than before. It's taken me a long time to really like get through this and really synthesize all this. But like, this is no different than typing in what is WSL. Like for the most part, obviously it hallucinates sometimes, but I'm pretty confident that it's not hallucinating about something that's like this widely known. If it injects opinions about it, like, oh, this is better, that's better, obviously maybe you should, test and check, but it's kind of like crazy. Like so much of the argument against AI feels like it just comes from cope, because it's like, where did it get that information? Like it's a pattern model. It's an autocomplete model for sure, but it's not like it's not a fucking random pattern completing model. You know, it's not like it's like that's crazy. All right, so this is for this. It's Microsoft. Let's do okay. With curl bash or written in Linux. Okay, I don't know. You probably don't have it installed. It's opt-in. Okay, get bash likely. Okay, worth trying it first. Let me try it. You got get bash with bash ready to go. Let's run the installer. Okay, download install. Scripts looks legit, but notice the header Linux, Mac, Android, Windows isn't listed. Okay. Script is detect. Okay, there it is. Bash install explicit refuses to run on Windows. Okay, sick. Native. Wait a minute. Let me go back to that. Mac OS. Piece of shit. Windows native element. Okay, just, okay. PowerShell version is coming. Yeah, I do. I do want you to do that. I think there's probably like a lot of people that would watch this and be like, well, maybe you should just figure out how to do it in the fucking terminal. Or like go do it. But like, I mean, this is just such like an assistant. I don't know. I don't think I really need to explain myself anymore, and any more than just like I like doing this. I've already learned like just from 2 seconds of doing this, where like that research would have taken me, I don't know, at least 10 minutes to figure out like how, like, I mean, when I was Googling things back in the day, I always just wanted something where it's like, can you just give me the specific information about my problem rather than me having to like, you know, fucking piece together the information from like other people's shit. I don't know. It's just me. Whatever. I'm not going to apologize anymore for that type of shit. I think this is way better. Okay, use Python. Okay, whatever. Clean, predictable install flow. Here's what I'll do. Here's exactly what I'll do. Install. Verify. Okay, cool. Okay. Hang on a second. Okay, wait a second. Let me see here. This might have been a bad idea in one way though. This might have been user error. Script itself is fine. Line okay. Okay. Can't run the installer from here. Sandbox. Okay. Press Windows X PowerShell terminal. Interesting. Okay, so are you saying that you can't do this in? Were you trying to do anything like specifically in this directory at all, or were you trying to do it all in this like system? I'm confused about the FFmpeg thing that you surfaced. I'm literally inside of a directory with a bunch of shit going on here, so kind of just want to ask it about that. See something there. Is it that easy? Let's just try this. Okay, just for clarity, I'm gonna install WSL thing. Okay, so if I install WSL2 or whatever, I think it was WSL-install or something that I just ran in my PowerShell, so it's installing that. So then you're saying, just explain to me like that curl command that I gave you initially. Can I not run that in like the command line, but I can only run it in PowerShell? And obviously I need to install the WSL thing first before I do anything. Just clear that up for me. Installing some shit. Ubuntu. I got to be honest, I don't understand what's happening here, and I'm about to ask the AI what the fuck is going on. It feels like it's literally like it's a subsystem for Linux. So does that mean this thing doesn't run? Does that mean this thing doesn't run on Windows technically? Which is crazy. Can I just say Mark? Password. I was typing characters there. This is weird. Is that how that's supposed to be? How am I supposed to know what the fuck this password is? Is that how that normally works? Fuck. You're getting firsthand look at weird shit here. That's crazy. Interesting. Okay, we're learning. Let's go back to this for a second. Okay, you won't need. Oh, you don't need it. Oh, well, fuck me. Can't run that. PowerShell. Okay, already your machine. Full Linux environment. This is where the original kernel. Okay. It cannot run command prompt or PowerShell because neither of those is Bash. It needs either Linux, Mac, WSL, or Git Bash. The Hermes script itself refuses to install on Windows Git Bash because it told us PowerShell versions instead. Interesting. Would also work. You could also install that. Okay, hey, listen, real quick. I want you to search Hermes agent. Okay. There's a website, and literally underneath the thing, it says requires WSL2 or something. And it says, and then it has a link to go over and download and install WSL. So either you're wrong or you're kind of right, but you're still wrong, or I'm confused. I do this literally all the time. I just make it go do work. Go figure it out. Like it knows a lot of stuff, but like just go figure it out, buddy. Go check. Go figure it out. I'm almost certain that this is that if I put this in here, it's gonna work. It's just I want to understand this a little bit better. Oh, I get that a lot. Project native Windows not supported. Please install that. Okay, so actually means in practice the command you already ran is doing the right thing and installs this. Okay, when it finishes, you'll need to reboot. Well, we're not going to do that. I already had that. It already had that happen. So put this in there. Yeah, we're going to need that like we just had. Interesting. Okay, so let me just fully understand this. So what's actually happening here is that I am on Windows, but this fucking thing doesn't run on Windows. So I have to install basically I mean, I guess it's literally called Linux subsystem for Windows or whatever. So I'm literally installing like basically is it like it's just this I mean it's just that, right? It's a Linux environment that's on my Windows computer because it doesn't run in Windows. And like people on Macs don't have this issue because they fucking just made this thing for Macs. Like that's one of the OSs it works with natively. Wow. Kind of weird. Doesn't speak. What do you mean it doesn't speak Bash? Fuck, we're gonna need to get a Mac. I mean, I got one sitting over there, but it's my wife's that she doesn't use. Okay, all right, here we go. Let's see what happens. Also, a Control Plus does that. All right, here we go. There it is, boys. Detect. I don't know what's going on here. Oops, smack my microphone. Okay. This is not a tutorial, by the way. Is your path installed Python? Okay. All right. Do not install a subsystem. Just run Docker. Holy shit! This is the fucking AI guy in my chat. Just run Docker. All right. If you excuse me for a second, let me confirm with my head chief of staff over here, my head technical staff. I have a gentleman in my comment section because I'm live on YouTube right now, and he's telling me that I shouldn't install a subsystem. I should just run it on Docker. Now, I saw nothing about that on the thing, but I think I have seen that elsewhere. What say you? Do not install a subsystem. These people seriously need not a coding copilot. These people seriously need. Obviously, there's already great videos on the internet about this, I'm sure. So I'm just kind of doing this live just for funsies. So, but because I needed to do it anyway. But like, oh man, why the fuck? Kind of confused on the Docker thing, to be honest. Let's go back to the AI. Your YouTube guy isn't wrong. Well, I mean, I didn't think he was wrong. But for your situation, I'd still go WSL. Man, Opus, you know, he said Docker. I don't know about Docker. Desktop Apple Windows installs tiny lines VM. Okay, so you're installing WS anyway, wrapped around Docker. Then you're install a container and sealed. That OpenClaw guide from the search results earlier covered this exact path. Pros of Docker: cleaner install. You blow up the container, your machine is untouched, easy to tear down, reproducible. The container behaves the same way. Cons for your case is 1 gigabyte and runs in the background service when you're not using WSLs. Lighter, friction access. In the container sees your automate video of opening folder, mounting extra flags, mental model with WSL. Your Windows files are just sitting there. Hermes docs don't mention Docker. You know, as a slight aside, this seems like a way better thing to sell than websites, because this is way more fucking complicated than building fucking static websites now that you can do in the chat. You know what I mean? So just a side note, this is partially, I had a really good conversation with a friend of the channel, Ruben, yesterday. Dude is doing some crazy shit, and or a couple days ago, and maybe we'll have some more live conversations. But yeah, I mean, like I don't know. There's just like so much more opportunity to do that, to set this type of stuff up, because like nobody's gonna go fucking through this, and this is gonna get simpler, I'm sure. But like until then, it's like I would not continue doing what you're doing. Okay, thank you. I think I've read that you can run it on a $5 VPS as well. See, like that's the thing, is like I would love to do that. I've thought about this heavily, right? Like it's like, well, let's do what I do best. Let's mental model this for a second, right? And it sounds like at least my friend, the AI Minute here, knows more than I do. So let's just think about this, because I do. I'm not. That was genuine. Let's just mental model this for a second, right? If you use a VPS, I don't know the answer to this because I haven't watched every fucking hosting or sponsored video where people are setting OpenClaw up on it. But if you use a VPS for this type of work, I see one pro, you know, critical thought. One pro is that you don't have to worry, because I've thought about this. I got this fucking 2080 over here, right? This RTX 2080 in this machine. I could leave this running all the time, and it could kind of just be my home base, my server, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And I could leave it running, and I could always like hit it from anywhere, like from like my phone or whatever. Because right now, as I said earlier, right, I feel like I need to ascend higher in the way that I'm handling things, right? So it's like, if I right now wanted to, in this Claude instance, right, you go like this, right, as I understand it, and you go like this, and now you can remote control this, and you can open this in your browser, you can open this in your chat window, like I did it yesterday, and I went to my Claude desktop app on my laptop upstairs, and I was like controlling this chat from there, and you can control it from your phone and all this sort of stuff, right? Fantastic. Love that concept. Kind of annoying though in practice, because that's like that's like a tease, right? That's like a tease in that direction. You don't want, like, that's great, but I want to be able to control everything from everywhere and have all the power. So that's why like the VPS thing was like really interesting to me with Claude, because with OpenClaw, because I thought like that was the way to go, but then there was all that security bullshit or whatever, which might have been overhyped in some way. I don't know. But now there's this, which it sounds like did did OpenClaw run on Windows? I feel like it did, because I feel like I installed it like way easier than this. But I don't know. If you were deploying Hermes to a server, sharing the setup across team, yeah, I'm trying to understand. Like, I guess if I do it here, if I do it, let me just fucking ask the AI. Let's slow down. I know you guys probably have the answers in the comments too. Hey, just quick question here. Just so I understand, mental model, right? If I keep going the way that I'm going with WSL, when my fucking computer is off, is Hermes not going to work? Who the fuck? Why the fuck would you even suggest something like this? Dumb. Dumb. Yeah, this does fucking suck. That's the same shirt found in Ross. Yeah, it's great, dude. I think I actually have multiple of these because they've gotten so worn. I really like them. Okay, dude. So let's back up here, because my buddy, the AI Minute in my YouTube chat right now, I think definitely knows more than you. I trust him more than I trust you right now. All right, so let's think about this. I've heard of Docker many times, haven't used it. Is Docker technically is there a VPS situation wrapped in that? Is that a separate thing, or is that like what's going on? Because here's my thing, right? Let me just lay it out for you real quick. This is what I want. I want this agent or other agent in the future, whatever. I want to be able to talk to this thing on my computer, on my laptop, on my phone, at any time, anywhere. Let it do anything, and then ideally, this is actually, as an aside, this I feel like is the part that I don't hear a lot of people talk about at all, because so many people just like got this Mac Mini thing sitting on their desk, and like everything's on there, which I don't hate that, but I'm not going to buy a Mac Mini right now. Like, where does everything live? Because here's the other thing, right? Is what if I have my working directories for my websites, my projects, or whatever, or even my like AIOS? What if it's sitting on my main machine at my house here, and then it's off, and then but my Hermes thing is in the cloud, or it's in Docker, or it's in something, and I can ping that, but it can't access the stuff. Obviously, it could go to GitHub and grab it, but what if I want it? Like, how are people handling this right now? Or what would you suggest? And don't just give me one fucking suggestion. Like, give me kind of like an option, like a menu here of this, because I want to. Part of what I'm trying to do here is, this obviously isn't a fucking tutorial to install this, because like that part is, I don't know how to do that, but I want to understand everything. So then I could ultimately, maybe advise people depending on what they're doing later, once I understand more of it. It's just in the way. It's probably better. Right there, maybe. All right. Hell yes. Hell yes. Big Daddy. That's from that meme. Okay, great. Stop glazing me and just fucking tell me what's going on. First, clearing up the aquifer. These are different things. Your YouTube buddy might be conflating. Does not like you, dog. Does not like. Fuck me. I mean, he didn't. You didn't say that. I probably misinterpreted what I said. Computer in someone else's data center that you rent, always on. See, like, this is the thing, is I think what we're gonna need is, we're all gonna need fucking servers. But I don't think we're gonna need servers in the sense of like the 1995 fucking server thing or whatever, or even like the amount of compute that we necessarily need now. Like, I think we're all gonna need something to hold our data. Maybe our inference. I mean, ultimately, our inference probably should be in, local as well, but I don't know. I wish I had $30,000 to drop on 3 Mac Studios and just fucking Never have to rely on anyone ever again. That's a joke. Okay, Docker, a way of packaging software that so it runs the same anywhere. A container like oh, is this just like a sandbox? Is this literally like? Wait though, but is it still off? Wait. Is this just like fucking whatever the fuck it was back? Is Docker like a more sophisticated, newer VMware in a way? Is that what that is? Because I thought Docker was much more than that, or maybe it can be more than that. Maybe I'm completely wrong on that. Phylogenesis on your laptop. Okay, install Hermes on that, accessible from phone. What the fuck? Why does this shit say? This is so irritating. And again, like I don't care because like obviously more people know about this, and I guess it's not their job. But like I'm just saying, like from like I know this is an open source fucking project, but like from a project perspective, right? And maybe I'm not reading enough because I haven't left the homepage. So this is totally on me. But all I'm saying is like if you come to this, like aren't you gonna have way more questions than you're gonna have answers right here? Like maybe just like a quick little just like I mean because like I've learned so much in fucking less than 30 minutes here. You could have consolidated this into like 3 options and just been like, "Hey, I know that's not their job entirely, but like if I wanted more people to use my software, I would just say I would round up like the 3 biggest ways and be like, "Hey, just like quick little link right here." It's like, "Hey, like you can install this here, all right? And if you're fucking looking at this, maybe you're already like a smart individual and you don't need this, but like somebody's going to come here and not know every single detail. So why wouldn't you just like in order to get your project out more, why wouldn't you just say like, "Hey, just so you know, here's a little fun fact. Boom, boom, boom. This is how a lot of people are using this." Hmm. I mean, I could be wrong, but weird. Always on machine at home, Mac Mini Crowd. Okay, wait a second. So let's see. On your laptop, WSL and native. I don't not on my laptop, but okay. What the fuck is this? Dude, I gotta be honest with you. Like, I've watched some OpenClaw tutorials and I've watched like a little bit of Hermes stuff. Like, they make this shit sound so fucking easy. And as another meta point, like I feel like I project the stuff that I know. Like I project that like everyone knows how to like make a good website, right? Okay. Yeah. Throw the fucking semantic syntax fucking comments in the chat. Go ahead. But like, I know how to make like a good website, but I for some reason I project like because I mostly consume shit that's like better and higher than me on the chain. It's like I constantly feel like everyone is like at my level or better. There's a fuck ton of people that don't know anything about this. Like, I just need to like I was talking to my buddy Christian McCoe about this yesterday. I just need to be like just dumb the shit down like sometimes just tremendously. 'Cause, like, what are we even talking about? Like, how much time I know it's a live stream and, like, I'm just dicking around with this, but, like, if I was gonna make a video about this, right? Like, imagine how much time you would save when you just realize that, like, "Hey, yeah, maybe you probably shouldn't follow the fucking tooltip subtext down here to do it this way because 'cause you're just gonna hate your fucking life and it's barely gonna be helpful." Buy small box, yep, okay. Lightweight, install Hermes with setup. I'd use Tailscale. I've heard of that. Create a free network. Dude, this is nuts. Access your laptop. Main laptop is off. Project files. Yeah, we're not doing that right now. On a VPS, spin up 20. Okay, Hetzner. Okay, yes, anywhere. Yes, on your laptop. Honest to God, like I've always thought about this. Even when people are installing it locally, I always still thought like you're just getting like half the fucking. Aren't you only getting like half the benefit of this? Like if you do it any other way. I know this is like dangerous, but I feel like it's as dangerous as like AI coding was. You know, it's like there's definitely a way to harden it to some degree. It's like our websites aren't getting fucking hacked. You know what I mean? At this point, like there's gotta be some half decent. Maybe when it came out, like obviously just it needed time for people to understand, you know, the vulnerabilities, and maybe there could be more vulnerabilities. But I'll be honest with you, like There's a real question here. I don't want to keep deviating. I know there's some comments in the chat that probably talk something about this, but I haven't looked at them yet. Like, let me just say one more thing here. When you think about this, right? Because when I was talking about that AIOS thing in the beginning, I was like, and I had a comment, a good comment on that video as well. You got to think like this. Like, now you have to really think about like being, like software developer, like cost benefit analysis and risk assessment on some of this stuff, right? Like, think about this. Like, I have options. I could download OpenClaw. I could download Hermes Agent. I could do this myself. Like, I could just open up a new instance of Claude Code and in a new folder and just be like, hey, we're just going to build this fucking thing. We're going to build it for us. We're going to build it with our spec. And it's probably going to take a while and be a pain in the ass. But that's kind of, I think, like what Liam Motley is doing. Large YouTuber, if you haven't seen him, big in the AI automation space. And now he's like, AI just in general. But, I think that is also an option. And you might, depending on who you are and how you initially react to things, you might be like, why the fuck would I do that? Or you'd be like, oh, that's a genius maneuver. Because it depends on, I guess, who you are and your archetype and your risk, your risk assessment of it. But think about it like this, like, again, maybe I'm wrong, but if you had, let's say there was 100,000 people trying to do this concept of like an AI agent wrapped like with a AIOS wrapper and all that sort of stuff. What is the likelihood that, like, if there was 100,000 people and 50,000 of them were using Hermes and 50,000 of them were like kind of like making their own thing, right? There'd probably be some overlap in like what those people used, obviously, like the way that they vibed that. But are you safer? Well, there's got to be a security term for this. I just don't know it. Are you safer if you're not using the thing that everyone is using? Because even if it's obfuscation, like you're just not like, it's like, well, this guy isn't using Hermes, so I don't know how to fucking hack him. Maybe he knows what he's doing, but it's like, maybe you don't know what you're doing because you're vibing it and you're using other things. So anyway, I don't know if that's like really something to seriously worry about. But my point is, like, if I wanted to build my own thing, I probably could do it. And then I wonder, it's like, well, I do seriously kind of worry about like a big piece of open source software that has access to all that. And then if you throw it on a VPS, just more vectors. So then it's like, should I do that? Or should I just kind of like make my own that doesn't have nearly as much shit? And then I could like, this is the whole SaaS argument in general, but the SaaS argument is a little different because I think that one's the idea for not having Notion is that you don't need everything Notion has. That's the main idea, I feel like. So you should just build like your own thing, or not even build your own thing, but replace it. Replace what it's doing with something that you did yourself. Simply because you're not trying to rebuild the product. You're trying to rebuild the piece of functionality that you are using the thing for. So I know that was a little bit of an aside, but I think it's a worthwhile thing to think about. Big man, Uncle Matt, what do we got? They bought the Mac Mini to separate the agent from the main computer. See, yes, but I don't. Not everyone does it like that. Everything runs on a separate instance. You need to treat it like its own operating system. Okay, but let me read the rest of these. Dockers, if you want to run it on your own PC, VPS is obviously not okay. Hermes or running any standalone is not for a basic ChatGPT level consumer. Well, yes, obviously, but isn't that where we're headed? You know what I mean? So like, we're not there yet, maybe, but we could probably get there faster if we gave a fuck about the instructions. About the instructions. I don't know. Don't self-host the agent. I'll use a hosted one. Skip Hermes. Use Claude. What the fuck? No. People are actually doing right now. Most devs, option 1, run on a laptop. Option plus option 5, hosted agents. Thanks for. Okay, what the fuck are you even talking about now, Claude? The Mac Mini Home Lab crowd. Option 2, option with tail scale. The honest power user setup. Option 4, agent on a small, always on sandbox. Processes, projects in Git. Tail scale for phone access. Bro, I am so confused now. What the fuck are we talking about with this? I thought this was easy. I thought this was like not easy, but I thought it was like at least like all wrapped in one. What do you mean? What? Why is it asking me that? Maybe you know, I don't think it has enough, and I don't think it has enough context on this. Maybe it literally thought I meant phone. I meant like Telegram, even though I'm fucking banned on Telegram. Didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. I swear to God. Fun story about Telegram. I signed up with my personal phone number way back when for like crypto stuff, not like crypto scams, but like around that time for some shit. And then I didn't use it for years. And then I wanted to change it because I moved my professional line to a Verizon thing rather than Google Voice. And I changed it and then yep, they just banned my account like the next day. Currently have an email out there after several appeals in the app. So hopefully I get that back because I literally did nothing. And I've had that number for a very long time. Like it's not like you could have even, it's not like that number could have even been associated with something on there. Wow, this is irritating. Okay, well, if anybody, AI Minute or anybody else has a fucking answer to this question, right? Where do you put all your files? Do you just put like this is not a I know like GitHub, obviously, but I'm saying like this is not a solution. I've tried this already. This is so bad. Yeah, it's finicky because there's too many small files. I don't know the technical here, but there's too many small files going to like Google Drive when I push it when I try to do something like that. It's like a directory with a website has like 11,000 like little tiny files and like all these things that it's downloading, right? Like it's not meant for that. This is meant for like larger, larger like consumer files. So obviously GitHub handles that way better. But like if you're pushing up to GitHub, where do you like there's got to be a place. Maybe I'm sure this is already solved by some people, but I haven't seen any videos, so that's why I'm talking. There's got to be a place, and maybe it's just like literally a server, quote unquote, at your house or a machine sitting on your desk that is literally yours, that's where you put everything. Maybe that's why everybody does the Mac Mini thing, where it's like your Mac Mini sitting on your desk that only you have like access to, and that's where all of your shit is that you would want, like all of the context and everything. I'm trying to talk myself into buying a Mac Mini, but I don't want to. And that's where everything is. And then because here's the thing, like the thing of like you don't want it, like you want to separate it or whatever. Like I get it a little bit, but I also don't want to separate it. Like maybe at first the people wanted to separate it because they didn't want to screw up their main machine, but I know people that just have it running right on their thing. And it's like, yeah, oh fuck. This is really annoying. Anywhere access, you're building short term this week, finish okay. Buddy, I'm being told this fucking thing Claude is paid by WSL 100%, without a doubt. There's some sort of sponsorship going on here. Just kidding. What do you mean you just said that about the Mac Mini? I'm processing in real time. That's what a live stream is. You can build your own Linux system. What do I fucking look like, a nerd? You want me to build my own Linux system? I'm building my own Linux subsystem right now, and you're telling me not to do that. Oh, man. I have wrist problems. You know what it's worth. If you want always on access. I mean, if you AI Minute know exactly what we're doing here, then I mean, you could just tell me. I feel like what I'm trying to achieve, like people say that they already have, and then like they don't actually explain the hurdles, which is why I like digging into these things, because then I can tell people, you know what? No, don't fucking do it like that. No, listen, okay? Let's fucking settle down here, Claude. All right, you're kind of leading me astray. Let's make a very simple list of what I want, okay? I just want like a bullet point list of what I want, my demands, my goals, and then let's work towards that, okay? So I'm going to rattle them off and then you're going to help me, okay? We're going to go through this together. I have, and I'm going to tell you my situation too, right? I have a Android phone, okay? I got a custom Windows PC with a RTX 2080 Super in it, okay? And I have 128 gigabytes of RAM, and I have a framework laptop. Okay. Those are the 3 devices that I interface with the digital world on. All right. What I would like is an AI agent that at any time from many different surfaces, okay, like inference things or interface areas, I can interface with it. Um, it can be text. I'm going to use Whisperflow most of the time to talk to it, but so it can be text. We don't need to do any crazy like multimodal stuff, like technical multimodal stuff. But I want to be able to interface with it. I already use Claude Code in VS Code. I already use the Claude Code desktop app. My problem is that I have too much context everywhere. So I have a lot of questions around that. Like, where are people centralizing their context? Do I need to get another machine that acts as like my mission control home base machine where all of the context lives and the Hermes agent in this case like actually technically runs on? Or do a lot of people put that in the cloud because I want this to I want to be like in the middle of the fucking night, I want to be able to do this, right? And I don't want to be like if the power goes out of my house, I want to be able to still work on this, like use this. So I think in that case, does that automatically rule out like 90% of our options? Because and again, the inference, by the way, like I know the inference, like we don't need to worry about that. Like I know I can use GPT API or potentially the Claude API. Obviously, can't use the OAuth there. You can use OAuth and OpenAI. I know that we're not worried about the inference. I got all those. Don't worry about the model. I'm just saying like the setup. So that was at least part of my commands. And when I say from the phone, I mean like it could be an app, like it could be like Telegram or Discord or whatever. I haven't decided on that. But like I want to be able to access it from everywhere and talk to it like a personal assistant. And then I want it to be able to write the stuff to like, you see, that's what I mean. Is like, where is it going to put these files? Is it going to put it on the machine that it's on? Or is it going to put it, or do people put it like on their VPS? Or are we separating the operating and environment system from the actual storage system? What are we doing here? Given my demands, what are the suggestions now? I could be like overcomplicating this. Very possible. But also at the same time, like I don't think anybody actually like says it like this. Like maybe I'm just like extremely maybe I have a touch of the tism. Very possible. And I just like go unbelievably deep on these crazy things. But I feel like the reason I go so deep on this especially is like I really feel like this is kind of transcendent. Like if I could be if I could be one of these types of people where like all the shit is everywhere and all again, the biggest problem right now for me is context fragmentation. And there's other ways to fix it, but I feel like this is like one layer that like actually this is the orchestrator in a way, right? Like you have again, mental model. You have like these are your interfaces, which this is not hard. Like this is easy. This part is the part that we need to make sure like it's really the setup of this is actually more important than probably the harness itself. This nobody gives a fuck about. This is totally swappable and this should always be commodity. And then this, like this is the important part obviously, but it's also swappable because you don't want to get fucked. And then this is the important part. And I could just build this and I'm going to need to build this, but I'd rather have the fucking thing build it for me. So I don't want to build it myself right now. I mean, all right. Yeah, dude, what do you mean? This is how you fucking prompt, dog. You whisper right into the mic. Whisperflow. Affiliate link in the description. All right. Always on from phone, desktop, laptop, anywhere on the internet. Power outage at home still works. Centralized context. Just use Whisperflow. Okay, cool. Interface. Also, random aside, do people not do this? Is this not what people are doing? Because I hear about context rot and all this other shit. I don't experience that. I think it loves when I talk long to it. Look at this. All right. Inference is solved. Yeah, bring my own API keys. You want to know where files, contact. Okay. Power outage line is the one that decides everything. It rules out hosting at home. Well, all right. What are the implications of that? The setup. One VPS, everything lives on. An agent runs. I think I have to try this. I think I just have to go to this and just hope to God I don't get hacked and try to figure out how to harden it. I'm sure there's ways. Everybody, Hostinger's paying people $30,000 allegedly to make these fucking ads. There's no way all these people are getting hacked, or maybe they are. The funny thing is, real quick, I need to validate the Hostinger thing, because like in WordPress land, obviously like Hostinger is like big thing. I heard that like Hostinger is actually kind of impressive. Like they've broken so far out of it that like large AI channels are talking about all that now, and that's where I got that number from. That is a I'd say it's a semi-reliable source in Alex Finn, who is a large YouTuber. You asked it like 18,000 different things, dude. It's fucking AI, bro. Like I'm giving it context. Just seriously, like, do people not do this? Am I completely dumb as fuck, or have I discovered like oil with this? Because this is how I work constantly, and I feel like my output and what I do, the shit works. I don't know if it just likes the way that I speak, probably not, or people are you typing? Are you guys seriously typing? Are you guys, and I don't mean even typing, but like, are you seriously not putting prompts like this? Like, it's not it. I mean, I'm just confused. Is that what's happening? Maybe I'm crazy. Very possible. But seems like it works. So until it doesn't work, I'm probably gonna keep doing it. Okay, what are we doing? Because this has just been, it's crazy. I'm gonna spend all day on camera. I already gave one talk today, guys. I was already on the Web Agency Summit today, talking about this, and I got to go back for a recap later. Agent runs there, files live there, chat history lives there. You access it from all 3 devices. This seems slightly sketchy. Wow. How did Hostinger not even make it in there? Damn. Tailscale free. I still don't know what we're talking about here. Installs on your phone, laptop, whatever. Creates private network for all 4 devices. Where did you get 4 devices? Anywhere on Earth, no port forwarding. I feel like I've heard of this, but I haven't heard it enough for it to be like sending off things in my head. How you talk to it from your phone. This is the interface question through auction Telegram. If I was unbanned, 1 hour to wire up. I love the time estimates it gives. SSH from your phone. I do think that there's a problem here. I think there's a real big problem here now that I think about it. And I do want to make a note of this because I have a video coming out today, or whenever I have AI make the thumbnail for it that doesn't suck. There's a theme here, and I think that like you have to be really careful. And this is why, like, when people say that if you use AI, you're a bitch, or whatever, like when people say that, this is it, right? This right here, you still have to know what's going on, because this is sending off alarm bells for me. I don't think this is how this works. I think it's not hallucinating. I wouldn't call it a hallucination because it's not telling you something completely off the wall. But I think it's under educated or under contextualized, under searched, or on whatever. I don't think you have to do anything. Like it might not know enough about Hermes to know that like you just set it up. Like you just give it a token. You do the bot, you give it a token. Like 1 hour to wire up doesn't make any sense. It takes 2 seconds. It already has this part in it. Nobody would fucking do this. Probably. Like, why would you do that? Yeah, I think I'm conflating a couple things here, which is good though, because we're learning. But I think you're not gonna do that. You know what I mean? Like or I'm saying you're gonna do this, but it doesn't realize that like I haven't set up Hermes specifically, obviously, yet, because that's kind of partially what I'm trying to do in this video, but also learning. But you don't have to do that. It just gives you that plumbing, so to speak, as everyone, as it always says, and then that's already built into the software. Now this is interesting. One VPS Tailscale glue. Does anybody really care about? Does anyone really care about accessing this when your power is out though? Like when your computer's off or your power's out? Is that a real problem? I think it's a real problem, personally. But I don't know if the cost benefit analysis of setting it up that way, hardening and making sure is worth it. What do you guys got? AI minute? What do you got? Where the files live. That's the part you actually asked. On the VPS, same machine as the agent. Don't separate storage from compute for personal setup. Okay. Well, that's also doesn't have enough context on that, I don't think. Working projects, agent memory, chat history, generated files, all on the VPS. Push to GitHub or... Man, this is a whole ass problem. Has anybody fucking solved this yet? We're going to have to buy a server farm. Because, like, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? You have a server sitting over here, potentially, and you put your shit on it. Then your fucking house burns down, and you're possibly fucked unless you had good backups. But if you have backups and you have a server farm, or if you have a server, even if you have backups, or if you do the other way and you don't have a server and you put it somewhere else, now your shit's somewhere else. So, I mean, all my shit's everywhere anyway. It doesn't really matter, but that's kind of interesting. Tempting to use it. Don't for this. Violates the power outage requirement. Okay. What do we got? How many times in the past 3 years have you had a power outage that affected your ability to work? That's a good question. Interestingly enough, as an aside, my neighborhood always bitching about power outages on the Facebook group. Our house, not too bad. Yeah, I wouldn't say. Well, actually, we did go out for a couple days once, but last year. But yeah, luckily not. So that's a fair criticism. But well, here's the thing though, right? Is like the alternative though then is if you're not worried about the power outage and you want to do it locally, cool. But then I don't actually have a server. I have this computer right here. So it's a moot point, right? That's the first part, but it's a moot point if the alternative is that you have to leave the computer on all the time. Which again, I don't think that's that big of a deal, but it's just almost more of like I've gotten used to like sleeping it. So is that what we're doing? Is that the meta? Yes, they solved it with a VPS or a separate computer. Might have to buy another computer. Is that really necessary? Is it really necessary? It's not. So are we all running this shit on other computers? Is that what we're doing? Or are we running this on VPSs, or what are we doing here? Or what should I try? Because I'm sure I could probably move it around or something. What does this thing say to do? Finish the WS install on your laptop. I don't know, man. Why don't we do this? I'm getting a lot of pushback on the WSL thing in the chat. All right, Claude? I'm getting a lot of pushback. I think I understand what it's doing, but I think it's going to be more... I don't know if it's going to be more problems than necessary or what the deal is, and I'd rather set it up in a way that's like half decent. Talk to me about this Docker option, right? Let's say that I wanted the same type of thing. I know that like it's not going to hit all my... I know if I leave it on my computer in any way, shape, or form, I'm going to lose the power outage thing. But let's be a little lax on that for a second. If I was going to use Docker, tell me how to do it. What the fuck actually is Docker? Free hardened images. Okay. Download Docker desktop. Okay. Back to the AI. If your chat is dragging you toward Docker. The chat always drags me towards shit. But the beautiful part is, if Docker fucking sucks, It's a win-win for me because if Docker sucks, I'll make another live stream or another thing that says it sucks. Um, I hope I can find 100 more of you and sell a course for you. Listen, buddy, I have been telling you to fucking do that for when did we meet? 18 months. Your calling awaits, dude. You are the Docker king. You should just tell everybody about how great it is and how great AI is. You guys in your basement. You guys are in your fucking basement fucking with AI, dude. You guys are outside fucking with WordPress and you're in your basement fucking with AI. I'm on the highway. I'm on the side of the fucking highway. Hermes. I don't know what I'm doing. Hermes. That's what I'm doing. It's funny. All right. What is this? A container sealed Linux environment. All right. So this, I thought, am I confusing with something else? Maybe I am. I think I am confusing this with something else. I don't know if I've ever fucked with this. Why did my boy Brendan O'Connell, Coolio. My boy Brendan O'Connell told me about Coolify. Is there Docker somehow involved in this? Did I see Docker in here? This is another whole fucking thing. I don't know. There's too many fucking things. There's way too many things. What are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Like, I appreciate all you guys like doing all these different products and stuff. There's too many. You don't need all these. It's funny, actually. I was at the Web Agency Summit and I was having a chat. I was virtual, but I was having a chat and one of them told me that like, you know, it's like people are interested in new tools. It's like, bro, settle down with the new tools. You know what I mean? Like, I know I'm fucking with a new tool right now, but it's kind of like part of my job. But like, it is exhausting to look at the new tool every single time. I'm not saying, I think there's like a fine line between like a new tool and literally a mind and world shifting concept or technology. That's different. Okay. I'm not saying like, oh, AI is a new tool, don't fuck with it. That is a new tier. Okay. Consider the new tiers, but like like all the tools, like, oh my God. It's like you could literally, like, unless you're making money from comparing all these, you could literally waste your entire fucking life going through every single one of these things. That's no disrespect. It's just like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing at this point? There's so many of these fucking things. Holy shit. It's crazy. I appreciate the laughter, Philip. I try to make people laugh once in a while. Where are we at? Anyway, Coolify, Brendan O'Connell suggestion. Not for this, but just in something else. Because I definitely had an account here. I did something. Was it OpenClaw? Yeah, I don't know if it was. I can't fucking remember, dude. I don't know. How do I do this? Just tell me how to do it. Just I want to do something here. Just tell me how to do it. Tell me how to do it, and then AI Minute will tell me it's wrong. The honest trade-off versus okay, disk footprint, okay, it's way bigger. Just kidding. Near zero when closed. Docker tries to run this active service tray. Okay. I'll do it like this, but I really do think that my mind goes towards VPS because I want always on. But to start, I will try it this way. What's this little fucking penguin doing? This is the fucking subsystem. What is this? What are we dockering in here? What's going on? Also now I wonder if I just blew this up. Install rip grep. Yeah, nobody like it's actually amazing. It's actually amazing how people, and no disrespect to Alex Finn because he's blowing up, but it's actually amazing if you look at YouTube titles and thumbnails, hopefully not mine, because I try to be ruthlessly, probably to my own detriment, ruthlessly detail oriented. I gotta watch my voice for later. Just squirt it everywhere. Clip it. If I It's actually amazing if you look at those thumbnails, how easy it makes this shit look, and then you come in and you're like, "Okay, I'm a pretty technical person," and obviously I'm not following a tutorial here, but to actually like do it yourself. This is another meta point. I should be recording my face, but I don't know if I can record 3 4K things at the same time, or two, and I think I feel like I tried and it didn't work. I'll figure it out. But anyway, like, it is amazing when you look at that and then you come back and you're like, if I didn't have a YouTube video, or maybe this AI is gonna walk me down a decent path, but it's kind of been flaky. Like, if I didn't have a YouTube video from somebody that had tried this, like, I would still be fucked at this point, you know? Because what are we even doing here? No noob, no, like, even slightly technical person is gonna like go and play around with this to the ends of the earth. And I mean, they probably would, and then they're just gonna come out on the other end like, I don't know. I get like so meta in the weeds on this. It's like, what are we even doing at a certain point? But one thing I have learned, and I've learned a lot more, is I know I'm on a live stream right now, so I'm like kind of like going back and forth. But if I was off a live stream right now, I would just make a decision and do it as fast as possible. And I guess Docker is that fast as possible decision. So I'm not rebooting. It's a myth. What are we saying? Download this? I don't like this already. AMD 64, I guess. Bro, just tell me what I have. You know what I mean? I don't want to see this Mac shit. You know I'm not on a Mac. Just give me what I need. You know what I mean? I also get confused by this too. I never know. I guess it's AMD. It's not ARM, right? It's not ARM. It's not ARM. I don't know. Also, this is hilarious, by the way. I know it's obvious that that's a thing, but it's just funny that like even with Mac, you got to figure out am I on the old shit? All right, let's figure it out. Let's see what happens, boys. If it loads, if it opens. What's our next step to? It'll ask to enable the WS backend and install CS. You're still installing. What? So I have to install it anyway? What are you talking about? This is a nightmare. What do I do over here? Do I just close it? Is that going to break? I'm super concerned. Install grep for faster file search and no. Okay, probably wasn't the best move, but I did it quickly. Okay, anyway, get out of Coolify land. All right, I'm going to try this again. Is it seriously going to do that again? I don't know why the hell it would do that. Is it loading? Where's it at? Oh my God. Owned by an elevated account. Not going swimmingly, boys. Oh wait, maybe I'll run it as administrator. Never understand why you have to do that for some of this stuff. It's like, bro, I am the fucking administrator. Okay, so how we have 15 versions of the installer running? Okay, great. All right, I'm gonna try one more time now that it's not running. Please work. This is a joke. Man, this fucking sucks, dude. Solid. All right, what do we do when we hit a roadblock? Downloaded the exe, the installer, tried to run it, said it needs to be owned by an elevated account. I am the only fucking thing on here, and I ran it as administrator. What's the problem? Damn it. As a total aside, does anyone use Raycast on Windows? Dude, we're not doing all this, man. Smoking gun. What? 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 Why the hell would you do this? Why would you subject yourself to this? Why would you subject yourself to this? To be completely honest, why would you do this? I'm literally tempted to just go back to the other thing. Just for now. This is probably a simple problem to solve, but like, what is going on? Why? On the Raycast stuff, I saw that it's available for Windows or it's in beta, and I just think it's a cool thing, but I don't know if I would actually use it. Because what is it like? It's just like a better spotlight search from Mac, right? I'd like to try it, and I did download it, but don't know. Just thought about it. All right. Add yourself to Docker users manually. I really don't want to do that. Where the fuck is that at? Where do I do? This is just, are we just run the installer from an elevated PowerShell, not by right clicking? Windows X, terminal admin, or PowerShell, run yes. Oh God, dude, I mean, I'll do it. How is that even possible? Through a link someone sent in chat. Yeah, no, it's some sort of Chinese spyware link. Bro, this is crazy. I mean, it's got to be that one, right? I'm literally tempted to go do the other thing just because I just want to try to see what it can do. But this would, guess, be like a little bit more of a sandbox situation. All right, fuck it. We'll wait a second. Wait. Wait a second, real quick. Can you do any of these? Can you do any of those steps? I'm regular without elevation would fail access. Same problem. Can you install Docker for me? It's a great fucking idea. It's a great fucking idea. Dude. Yep. I did install the right one. It says AMD 64 and ARM 64. I did the right one, right? Pretty sure I did. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna do this, and we'll see if the whole stream collapses and my computer dies. So let's see what happens. Unblock the file. Okay, that seems reasonable. In a normal PowerShell, paste this. Okay, sounds good. Let's try it. Power. Unblock. All right, sounds fucking good. All right, so this is my life now, right here. Okay, boom, boom. There you go, fucker. Tell me what's wrong. D. You got to put a fucking. Apparently, you can't just paste images. Save somewhere else. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, all right. Well, that's on me. That's on me. Hang on a second, there, boys. Here you go. This is ridiculous. I mean, this is obnoxiously ridiculous. Am I being trolled? Did my uncle actually troll me with this? I feel like I might literally be getting trolled right now. Oh my God. Like, how the fuck could this possibly be this hard? What is going on with my shit right now? All right, run it in the downloads. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Shh. Wait a minute. Wait, let's try one thing real quick. I swear to God, if this works, I'm going to be so pissed off. Where did it go? Why is this damn thing so big, too? Jeez. Wait for it. No. I don't even know what's happening at this point. I put it on the desktop because I thought, like, why is it telling me to move it? Mark of the web. I moved it. I just moved it to my desktop. My desktop's obviously not synced anywhere or done anything like that. I'll run as administrator one more time. Probably won't do anything. Program data, Docker desktop must be owned by an elevated account. Holy fuck. Listen, I moved it to my desktop manually, and then I tried to run it as an administrator, and I get this. Fuck. Getting irritated. If you click the fucking paste button too fast, it pastes the whisper flow shit. What? Oops, not that. Oops. Come on. It could definitely do this for me, no? Oh, God, what is that? Cortana or something? Get the hell out of here. Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, Lord Jesus. Bro, how do you always give me fucking stuff that I can't actually run in my command line, and you never explain it to me? I just opened that in terminal, and it didn't work. Like, are you able to just fucking do it for me? You either have to do it for me, or you have to explain how it works. Yell at the clanker. Why don't I just do it the old-fashioned way? You know what I mean? I'll just do it the old-fashioned way. Let me go find this fucking thing. What's the path? Program data, C program data. Just fucking delete the whole fucking thing. Is it a hidden file? What are we doing here? I know you can't see it. Where the hell is the hidden files at? Is it not? C program data. Okay. Why don't I just do this? There's nothing in this fucking folder. Nothing in that folder. I'm deleting it. Deleted it. I guarantee this doesn't work. Guarantee. If it does, amazing. But I don't think it will. And if it doesn't work... Oh, how does that even make any sense? What does that even mean? Where is that at? Oh, it's still this? Sick. This has been the worst experience of my life. Easily the worst experience. I'm about to go to WSL 2569, whatever the fuck it is. Honestly, your best path should have been to spin up a VPS because you could focus on learning the agent first. Thank you. On a complete other note, what software are you using to record and stream? OBS. Yeah, great question. I need to make a video about this on the second channel, but quick history. I used Restream for a while. I used OBS and or Streamlabs OBS first, but I wouldn't use, if you're going to do it yourself, I wouldn't, and you're not going to have guests, I would just do it through OBS, long story short, because whatever quality you have out of your camera is going to be so much better. Like this is, like I can stream 4K now rather than fucking whatever the hell StreamYard gives you, like, you know, I don't know, 2080p or whatever the hell, or even Restream. I bothered them for so long. Like I wanted the web UI so I could have guests easily, but I wanted to push 4K. Even if I paid more, they never did it. So, yeah, I left and I just did it myself, and it's way better this way. Because also too, this is where I record my videos, so I can just stream now through here. And also the one thing that helps is I don't multi-stream anymore. I just stream directly to YouTube, so it's all directly through here. And then the comment thing was the only problem that I had to deal with. So yeah, I feel that, Philip. So like the comment thing here, that's from Social Stream Ninja, which is also another like piece of open source software that I was able to wire up. It's pretty great. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess the question becomes, whose affiliate link do I use to get VPS for this then? And what do you mean by that, by the way? AI guy, AI godfather of AI. So you could focus on learning the agent first. I mean, yeah, but I mean, if I was going to do that, I could just do it. I could just do it over in the WSL thing. I mean, it might fuck up my computer, but oh man. All right, should we go a third route? I really don't want to like. Is there anywhere where I could do this? Is there any? If I was gonna get a VPS, is there anywhere simple that I could go that I preferably already have an account for? Or do I have to go get a hosting account on this fucking stream? This is so sad. But that's what these tests are for. Movie? The Grinch. Okay, yeah, this is the worst experience ever with this whole Docker thing. I might ban the guy that mentioned this from my chat. Yeah, there he is. There's the man himself. Buddy, can I use Coolify for this? Just kidding. We're not getting to Hermes anytime soon because the AI Minute guy, he told me to fucking use Docker and it's been the worst experience possible. I can't get it to fucking work, which is silly. I mean, you know, maybe it's just like it doesn't like me. It's very possible. Should we go? What are the I think part of the problem with the WSL thing, I think if I'm understanding it, is like it's going to create a subsystem. It's technically on my computer. It's a little more risky if I fuck up, then I could maybe fuck up something on my computer, right? Potentially. Let's just take a step back here. Okay, this is a live stream. We're learning. Let's just get to the point where we can actually learn. Okay, so maybe we go back to the WSL thing, but tell me what the problems are going to be. Is there going to be a way that I can completely nuke this bitch if I just use it as a test? And then I can get rid of the whole thing, and then I could figure out the Docker thing separately, or I could just put this on a VPS. Are you going to be able to walk me through that process when I'm ready for that? Claude is literally paid for in part by WSL or something. There's definitely a partnership here. It loves the thing. It loves it. All right. This is going to be wild, but maybe we'll do it. I love it when it swears back at me or it recounts the stuff that I say. No, here's why. WSL intentionally designed to be sandboxed in your window. Okay, well, what's the difference between that and Docker then? Is Docker just better and newer and like actually like legit or something? Worst case scenario, I fucked up. Okay. All right, we're gonna send it, boys. We're gonna send it. All right, so how do I get back into this instance? Okay, I'm not gonna guess. I'm just gonna have the fucking AI tell me what to do because I learned through the AI. Can you completely nuke? Okay, I'm pretty good with that. Hard nuke. Okay, I don't care about that right now, but I do want to care about that later. Maybe we should just set up Hetzner. I'm sure I'm not supposed to dox myself on that shit though, right? Maybe not. Maybe it's not that big of a deal. Okay. Okay, real quick though. Let's do the WSL thing. We're just fucking around, just making this. We're just gonna see like what we can do here, and we'll nuke it later if needed. Explain to me this though. You can't run this. Explain to me the difference here. You can't run PowerShell stuff. Is that possible? or like you can't run any of this stuff like to obviously in that case. Can you even get the status? I don't want you to run the thing obviously, but can you even get the status with these? PowerShell. Are you gonna fucking run it then, bud? Unelevated. Whatever, dude. Okay, great. Okay, I think it's on there. I did the stuff and it told me that it's good to go, seemingly. Like the status is it's not active, whatever the fuck it's supposed to be. Listen, here's the thing. I closed the window, like I literally set that up, and then it looked like I was in the Linux system or something. Like I guess I was in the, I don't want to call it the Linux subsystem terminal, but I feel like that's slightly kind of what was going on. And I literally put the curl command into set Hermes up, and then I closed that window as soon as it asked me the first question. How do I get back there? Ubuntu. All right. Do I need to do PowerShell for this? Wait, what? Start menu Ubuntu? What? All right, whatever. I hate that there's 50 ways to do every fucking thing everywhere. I hate it. Work? Work? We're in, baby. All right. We are in. We are in. All right. Give me that back. All right. Here we go, boys. We're doing it. Fuck it. Against the AI minutes best recommendations. I take full responsibility for anything that bad that happens to my machine. Take full responsibility. All right. Here we go. What the fuck is ripgrep? I don't fucking know. All right. Do you know all of the questions that this thing asked me? You'd probably have to go and find like the source code or something, which I mean, it's open source. You'd probably have to go like the first question right off the bat, install ripgrep for faster file search FFmpeg for TTS voice messages. I mean, where is that even installing the shit? Is all this stuff getting installed into like the Linux like sandbox, so to speak? Yeah, why don't you go fucking do some research, fucking clanker? Instead of leading me down a goddamn black hole every 5 minutes. Oh god. All right, where are we? I think I can zoom out slightly here. It's a little much. All right, boys, let's read. Do you have another PC at your house to use? I have no idea what's going on though. Nah, I have no fucking idea, dude. Well, actually, I have a framework laptop that's mine over there, and I have a brand new MacBook Air that my wife doesn't use that I bought her recently. Did sell the old one though from 2017 for $200. So that was huge. That was huge. It's a nice little laptop, nice little machine. Might have to get a little saucy. Oh fuck! Wait a minute. Okay. So again, meta point, because I know this has been crazy. Look what just happened here. Okay, this is not in my best interest necessarily saying this, but look what just happened here. Okay. If I typed in right now, which I'm not going to do because I'm on a live stream, but if I was not on a live stream, I may have been tempted to go type in like how to set this shit up, right? And it would have been a YouTube video of all these hype beasts like putting the stuff out there, which again, love to them, but you know, sometimes they make it sound a little easier than it is. If I would have put all that out there, then somebody would have had a fucking tutorial that literally goes through all this stuff and would have told me similar answers. I'm not saying just trust this blindly. What I'm saying is like, I don't know how to teach this, okay? I don't know how to teach this prompt right here. I don't know how to teach this. I'm born different, built different. I'm just kidding. It's not really that. It's not. I'm actually. It's completely opposite. I don't know how to. I don't know how to tell people to just ask the thing to go find the information. Not what is the information, okay? Not what's the answer. Go find the fucking answer, right? Like go look at this code. Like I know you're very good. The best thing you are capable of is synthesizing information, particularly code because it's super, it's super it's patterns and it's whatever. So like now it just knows all these. Now, is this going to be exactly the same? I don't know. Hopefully, maybe not. Let's find out. It got the first one. Cool. What the fuck is that? The pseudo password for Mark. Oh, I think it made me enter a password and it doesn't show me what the password is. So that's cool. And I don't know what that password's for. I don't know if that password's for if it was for the Linux thing, I guess. I don't know. I don't fucking know. But, we learn, You don't know everything, okay? You never know everything, and the people that tell you that you know everything and it's exhausting. It's exhausting. I learn every day. But some people have already figured it out. They've already won the game. Great for them. And nobody else can win the game. What do we do now? Some build tools may be needed for Python packages. Okay. Okay. Are we going to keep going? Are we doing something? I think typically when you see this, you're not supposed to touch anything. I'm going to tell you honestly, like the amount of hype that this shit fucking gets for being this fucking annoying to set up is comical. It's literally comical. I'm sure it's fantastic. And I know that normally like with newer stuff, obviously there's like a curve of you have to get it, like you have to make it happen, so to speak, when you want to be an early adopter. I totally get it. But it actually is comical. Like it's comical. Because the way that you see, like, again, meta point, you would like the numbers that you see on YouTube and all the other places are crazy. There's no fucking chance that many people are actually going through this stuff. There's no shot, much less like when they actually get in there that they actually like know what they're doing or stick with it enough or whatever. So if you just like literally stick with anything, you are like so much better off than such a vast swath of the population. Nobody would know that this is still working. Like it's crazy. What is going to happen next? Not in this, just in general. What are we going to do next here? We got to figure out how to make our offer and our products way dumber, like way more simple. Holy fuck, what are we doing? Bunch of malware. I don't know, actually. This is a joke. While this is doing whatever the fuck it's doing. File layout. Yes, all inside the Linux sandbox. Okay, so hopefully I can just delete this shit if it doesn't work well, or if I don't want it. Stores its entire Linux file system inside a single virtual hard disk. Okay. Would you like to set up Hermes? Yeah, I would. Pair WhatsApp now. All right. All right, just skip to an hour and 36 minutes into the fucking video if you wanted to hear this. Let's do it, boys. I'm gonna go. Oh no, I clicked the wrong fucking. I think I clicked the wrong thing. I don't want to do this, but I think I have to do it. And I'm not logged in. Son of a... This might be really loud. Cover your ears. God damn it. Did I actually click the wrong thing? Is there any way to go back? How do I go back? Okay, I think I clicked the wrong... I think I clicked the full setup instead of the quick setup. Is there any way to go back? Fuck. This is just the back button. It's not the back button. Damn it. Just power through it. Fuck. What's up, Lewis? How we doing? Just jumping on. I set up Hermes on my system about 2 weeks ago. The transition of all my memories from OpenCloud to Hermes was awesome. Oh, shit. Well, Lewis, you could probably teach me a lot of shit about this because it's been a fucking whirlwind. My bad. My bad, dog. My bad, dog. Sorry about that. I wish there was a way to... Is there a way to control that? Maybe I should drop my shit lower. Apologies. I really don't want to do this. I don't want to do the whole thing, but oh, this is fun. You can scroll. Okay. We obviously need this. I really don't want to use that. API key or collector. Does it actually not let you OAuth at all into it? Let's try escape. Did it work? Oh. Okay, wait a second. Okay, that was an interesting thing. Hang on a second. That was... Did it say what I did? Uncode. What the fuck is going on here? Setting up Hermes command. Okay, we put all this shit. Okay. Dude, where the fuck is... I just want to see if I actually did the wrong one. Current model. And then provider. No inference provider configured. What the fuck is that? All right. Should I do Anthropic or OpenAI? Just ran the setup again. Yeah. I'm really considering doing that. Okay. I think we're in. I think we're good. I think we just run it again. Do I run this whole fucking thing again though? Or wait a second. It's already installed, right? So I could just... Can I just go Hermes now? I don't know why it keeps beeping. Fingers crossed. Hermes setup. Oh, Hermes setup. Probably should want Hermes setup. Oh. Do something. Are we cooked? Chat? Oh, shit. Okay, that's... Is that a sign that it's broken? Okay. I don't know what the fuck's going on, to be honest with you. I don't have a clue. I'm just typing random shit at this point. Completely random shit. No inference provider. Hermes model. Can we maybe do this again? Goodbye. Let's try Hermes, if I could spell. Hermes setup. Oh, Jesus. What? Does it have to be lowercase? If I could fucking spell. Has to be lowercase. Okay, boys, we're back. Quick setup. Fuck yeah. All right, inference provider. Choose how, main chat. Okay. All right, we're back. We're back. We're back. We are so back. All right, what should we do? Should we do OpenAI? I have an OpenAI key. I don't show you scallywags, but I think we got to go OpenAI because Anthropic's a big bitch. Well, I mean, I love Anthropic, but they're also whatever. Okay, open this in your browser, paste this code. Probably shouldn't be showing you that. Yeah, probably shouldn't be showing you that, right? So we got to stop this again, right? Is that what needs to happen here? Is that what needs to happen? This is so sketchy. This is so sketchy. All the way around, super sketchy. I can't tell you how much I hate this experience. Like it's not great. It's not great. But I'm learning, you know. Thank you. Fuck. All right. I actually don't know what I'm supposed to do here. So why don't I just hang on a second? Let me just go like this. Does it give you a new code? Well, wait a second. Okay, it does give you a new code. I know you can't see it. I don't know. I don't know if I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay. I don't know if you're supposed to show that, not show that. I don't fucking know. Well, wait a second. You have to log into your thing. Okay. Well, that's not that big of a deal then. I guess it's off. It's specifically off to enable when using codecs. Okay, I think I have to log in anyway. Enable device authorization in ChatGPT security settings. Okay, there, boys. Hang on a second. I think we're good. Hang on a second. Nope. I just triggered the G word. Okay, so I think we're good here. So here, here's the deal. You have to go into ChatGPT and you have to enable this device authorization code thing, and then you're going to go back in, and you have to log in. So it's all off to your specific thing. But what the fuck is going on here, dude? And then run it again. Okay, I'll run it again. Okay, you got auth. So yeah, I think you scallywags can look at that. I don't think that's a big problem. Please let the continue button. Okay, great. Fantastic. I guess. I don't know. All right, so this is never share that code. Oh, well, fuck me. All right, well, I'm going back to the face only then. I still think you'd have to have my password, right? Probably not great to do this type of shit on a live stream, but you know, we just do stupid shit around here. I don't know what to say. You may now close this page. Cool. Did it work? Please tell me it worked. Waiting for sign in. Auth successful. Cool. Great. I mean, the code's sitting right there still, so I don't know. Maybe I should, I don't know. GPT 5.5, fuck yeah, dude. We go all the way. Set up messaging. I don't really care. We're good. If I see any weird shit, I'll just delete it. Okay, Telegram. Can't do Telegram because I'm banned. I wish I could do Telegram. I know it's easy, but I guess I have to do Discord, which I don't want to do. I really want to do like Google Chat, but I don't see it there. I do not want to do Slack. Hate Slack. Oops. That's fun. I was using my arrow keys, but my thing was not focused properly. Let's try Discord. Okay. I don't know what's going to happen when I click the yes button. Dude, this is crazy, man. God bless all the people that are making tutorials about this. I totally understand why now, because this is a fucking pain. Oh my God. I don't even know what just happened. I don't even slightly know what just happened. I realize that we are in a terminal right now, and I realize that the user experience of this is not going to be very high. But I mean, oh my God. Sound like a total noob. I got it. I totally understand. Hello. I don't. Oh. Boys, we're buzzing. We're absolutely buzzing. We're absolutely buzzing. Did that just I need to understand how much money I'm spending. Did that just send an API call to the OpenAI API? I mean, because this is gonna get expensive. Well, wait a second. No, that was my that was my. You can use your OAuth, right, with ChatGPT. That's why I did that, right? Yeah, I didn't put the API in. I think we're good. I think that was the right move. I think. I don't know where I'm gonna. I don't know what am I currently using the I'm using OAuth right now for GPT, right? I'm not using the API. Dude, this is weird. I'm gonna have to fucking nuke this thing. Okay. Great. That means this is not expensive, right? This means this is using my subscription, which I am on the $20 plan of ChatGPT for. I guess. I don't fucking know. Okay, so what do we do now? Okay, so listen, I'm brand new here. All right. Can you just explain to me like what the hell's going on? Like, are you like, is there some sort of like setup in here or what's going on here? I'm just kind of playing around right now. I might end up nuking this later. I don't know how the oh my god. 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 That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. Easy. Terminal AI agent can talk to talk to models, use tools, inspect things, whatever model. Okay, yeah. Yep. You don't need to do anything else, just to play around. Mental model use is the app agent. Okay. If you're just experimenting, you can safely poke around. Common commands help, model, tools, config, Hermes status all, Hermes setup, Hermes model, login. Okay, so what I would love to do, and again, I'm experimenting here. So this is great, cool, but this is running on WSL. So like I want to create like an agent that actually works well for me across like all my different devices. So I think I clicked Discord in the messaging. Is that like set up? Oh, okay. Back out and set up again. Yeah, I think I don't want to say I'm perfectly set up now, but I think I'm at least hitting the API and stuff. Like the first time I accidentally clicked the wrong thing. Okay, so let's try to just get Discord connected. Let's just find that out. See, here's the thing though, right? Here's the question. And this is another one of these points is like I don't really like I'm not doing this to necessarily get out of this environment per se. Like I actually have really enjoyed this. Like I've really enjoyed feeling more like being in a development environment. Like if I was going to build apps and shit, like I don't know, I've enjoyed this process, right? Where you have like your files, you have, obviously in the back in the Diz A and even now obviously, but like you would like pop open your files and you would see them. Like I don't know which one can we go to any of these here? Do we have any actual real files over here? Like you would open this and you'd be like actually typing syntax in there. Obviously I don't do that, but I did appreciate this, right? Where you were like doing stuff here, you could see it changing, you could have multiple, like this was a good workflow. I didn't really want to change this. What I did want to change is mainly the context fragmentation and all of that. Now, the thought process here was is there any way to use this? See, like, here's the thing, right? This is a little bit of a nuanced thing, but if I click this button right here and I go to Codex and I'm in Codex now with it's the extension of Codex in here. Interesting. I didn't know you could put this on the sidebar now. Anyway, if you're in here, right? And you start typing in here, like, it's not going to have the context. Like, I literally want something that knows everything about me. So at any time it can reference the things that I want it to reference, and it knows from thing to thing to thing that I do. And I'm trying to build that, and I tried to build that a few months ago with a stupid ass Notion setup that I had. And now my thing is like, okay, well, this is a problem because if I start typing in something in here, we're not going to have access to the context directly from here. I need to have, I think it's called an ACP, like something ACP or something, ACP or APC, I'm not sure, where I don't know if it's exactly like this, but like right here it would say Hermes. I don't think it's like that, to be clear, but I think it's more something like this, where it would say Hermes down here instead, or set agent. Yeah, I think it's like something like this, possibly. So your agent would be here. You see what I'm saying? And instead of using Claude Code now to write code, you're still in like an environment, or you can put it in different environments. But instead of dealing with Claude Code as your agent, you're using Hermes. And obviously Hermes isn't doing the inference necessarily, but it still has the layer of everything. This is where I go back to this whole thing right here, right? Oops. Right here. It's like, I want this everywhere. I don't care. This doesn't matter. At the end of the day, all this is inference. Like, you put shit in, it takes shit out. But like, nothing gets stored here. Nothing is, it's only inputs and outputs, right? So right here, this has to be, this probably isn't the best way to visualize this, but this has to be something that is constant. Like, this is the one thing that has to be, it doesn't have to be constant. Like, it could also be swappable at some point, I feel like. Kind of like how Lewis was talking about, like how he transferred his memories from OpenClaw to Hermes. But like, that's not, I don't even want that. Like, maybe I'm misunderstanding it then though. Like, I don't want the thing to have memory. I want it to constantly be able to have access and read and write here. I don't know if this is even going to do that, but that's the thought anyway. I think it's pretty powerful, but I haven't seen it entirely. Okay, where are we at here? I'm going to have to eat something at some point. I think just for fun, one thing that we have to do though is we have to figure out like at minimum viable as far as like dealing with this, I have to connect it to something, which I know is not that difficult. I have to connect it to, I have to connect this to, I have to connect this to like Discord or something, just so like I know that like it actually works, or that I could get it to work, which I know it does work, but I just, Discord app, Discord bot, Hermes running on, okay. For Discord specifically, you need three things: a Discord bot created in Discord developer portal. Oh, I'd rather fucking die than go do this stuff manually. Configured with that bot token, Hermes gateway, and your 0 or 3 steps. Usually run this, choose Discord. Dude, like, I did that and it didn't like tell me to do anything. Hermes gateway is running on your okay. Listen, I'm currently banned on Telegram. Is Discord the second easiest? I have a lot of these different apps. I just want to see if it works though. Like, I literally just want to, I just wanted to make a test from like another environment. Is this the context? Fuck. Nope. Lou said, I made a central brain in a database in Supabase and have my agents read write to it with custom MCP. That way it's more universal to get from different platforms. Interesting. Are they, what kind of, I mean, is it basically, I mean, I thought, my thought was just to use like markdown files just because everybody and their mother has been using those. But like, is it like, is it literally just like tables then in the database? Just wondering how that actually looks in practice. You have to make a Discord bot, and then you can connect to the chat with the bot, and the DMs are added to your channels. Yeah. God damn it, I don't want to do that work. I'd rather just talk to the bot father, but Telegram hates me. Real quick, let me just go back to Telegram for a second, just see if it'll let me log the fucking. I doubt it, but. Banned. Motherfucker. Pissing me off. All right, whatever. All right, well, let's figure it out. Why does this not work? Oh, did it work? Oh, it did work. Control click works apparently. All right, I don't know what's on here, so hang on a second. Make the application a bot. What brings you to developer portal? Build a bot, I guess. Okay, I think we're probably fine. What does it say? Copy the bot token. New application. We're gonna call it Hermes. I know you can't see it. Bot, we'll call it whatever. I'll just call it Hermes. I don't give a fuck. All right, click, click. I'm a human. I'm a human. Maybe I could have had it. Maybe I could have had it just do this for me. Just computer use or whatever. Okay, public key, application key. What do we got? Copy the bot token. Which one is the bot token, dude? Make application, then a bot. Oh, wait. Oh, I see. Where's the fucking bot? So I did. Okay, see the token. I don't see the token, but I see a reset the token. I didn't get it. Okay, where's my token? I'm gonna reset it. Aha, I found the token. Okay. Can't show you the token though, so that's not good. Where do I put it? Enable message content intent. Oh man. Got it. Okay. Save. Okay. Invite the bot to a test server. Give it permissions. Read write. This is a lot of work. This is a lot of fucking work that I don't want to do. I also don't want to be in Discord doing this. Invite the bot to a test server. Well, I don't. Do I need to create a test server for this? I mean, like, I don't really want to do that. Great. Now I have a fucking Discord server. That sucks. Okay. All right. Now, dude, these instructions suck. How am I supposed to? This is dumb. How do you invite a bot? This is irritating. Okay. choose Discord. Okay, permissions read and send. How do you actually invite a bot? I think I had the key. How do you invite it? Oh my god. Dude, who's gonna do all this? Okay. Bot. Applications, commands. Okay. Where's that at? All right. Send messages, read message history, and view channel. This sucks. There's so much shit here. Copy the generated URL at the bottom. Okay. Click authorize. What? Oh. So I'm putting a URL in my browser. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm a fucking human, dude. Place client ID with your application ID. Oh, wait a second. What? Oh. Did it work? Hermes just landed. Do I have to add it? Okay. Wait a second. I think I need to connect it over here. After inviting, make sure it's enabled. Developer portal about enable message content in Hermes gateway setup and choose Discord. Paste the bot token in there. Okay. I don't think I can do that from in here, right? I got to do that outside of this. So Hermes. Wait, can I do the setup from in here? Why did that not work? Brainstorm. I don't think this is going to work. This isn't going to work here, right? This isn't going to work here. No, it's not going to work here. This fucking sucks. This fucking sucks. Okay. Don't look at my token. Hang on a second there, boys. I actually think we're almost there. As annoying and ridiculous as this is, I think we're actually almost there. Hang on there, boys. Let me find my damn thing here. Oh my god, did it work? What is this? Restrict who can use your bot. Enable developer mode in Discord settings. Right click. I mean, I don't care. I also don't care. Install the gateway as a system service. I guess. There's so much stupid shit here. System service. Any ideas on the system service, boys? You have to whitelist your own account. Table with following columns. Interesting. Have to whitelist your own account. Interesting. For this part, you mean? Damn. Okay, I don't know anything about this, so I'm just going to skip that for right now. Did that fucking work? Please say it worked. Please say it worked. Please say it worked. Oh my God, it's working. It was typing. It literally checked the bot. Oh my God, this is scary. This isn't even a new concept. Look at this. I can't see the thread. It's on the side here. It checked this. Hermes checked it, and then it didn't. Can you reply? I don't know if it's gonna work if you don't add it. Fuck. I hate Discord. It even says it's typing, but I don't think it can because I think there's a problem. I think it's what Lewis said. I think you have to whitelist your shit. Did it work? I don't know if this is worth it, guys. I'm just kidding. It's a pain in the dick. Honestly, like, I don't know. Oh, we got one. Oh, we got one, boys. Okay, we're buzzing. We are absolutely buzzing. Hang on a second. All right. That only took a fucking millennium. All right, we're buzzing now. I don't know what happened. I think technically anyone could hit this thing. Let me go like this. We're absolutely buzzing. We got, hey, Mark, what can I help you with? I don't like that it replies in these threads every single time. I mean, it's good for whatever, but is there any way that I can just go like this? Message. What up, big dog? Okay. 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 I don't like it. I don't like it that much, but it's we're getting there. Takes username as the numeric ID, gives eyes when it sees messages to it. Checks on the process. Sick. This shit better be worth it after all this hassle, not just end up being a money and time sink. Yeah, I mean, honestly, let's think about this real quick, right? So the way that I've done this so far, I haven't spent any money. Obviously, I spent some time here, but like I'm trying to think of like the problem is you got to think of like what you can actually do with it. And I think you can do a lot, but it's like I don't know. Also, I literally hate Discord. Like I don't want to show all this shit, but whatever. Um all right, dude. What the hell can you actually do? Cuz like I've spent a lot of time like testing this and setting this up now at this point. Like are you do you have any context? Like if I asked you the way that we're set up here, do you have context of like my on my desktop of my computer, like the personal website workspace? Like do you have context of that? Like can you grab that? Can you look at it? I'm just trying to see if this is even like viable isn't the right word, but like if it makes sense because I'm hearing people like you could set this up for clients. I mean, this is a fucking nightmare so far. Like all the stuff that you have to do here. Does this get saved anywhere? Okay, help me out here. So it's working now, and I'm over in Discord, and that's kind of like a nicer user experience in a way. But like chatting with it in Discord and chatting with it right here is effectively the same exact thing, right? It's taking a really long fucking time. Okay. All right. So this thing is still taking its whole time here. Oh, interesting. Let me just try this too. I mean, this seems like it would make perfect sense, but I'm gonna go on my phone. I'm gonna see if this. Okay, so obviously this part is not complex at all or surprising at all. I can see the exact same thing on my phone. That I can see on Discord, obviously. It's in there. It's in there. It's taking a mega long time to do all this, but I also never use Codex, so I can't really, like compare apples to apples here. Honestly, I did all this setup on OpenClaw. It was easy to do. Same over on Hermes. It was the same process. Yeah, I haven't done it with OpenClaw either. So I tried really quickly with OpenClaw when it first came out, and I just like didn't. I wasn't even into Claude Code at that point heavily. So okay, interesting. It's taking its time. Iteration 3 of 90. What? Can I add more messages? What are you talking about? What are you actually doing? Mm. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Don't think we needed all that information. Okay. So it has full content. I mean, it has. All right. Okay. Well, I'm not, I'm not, I'm not sold on this. I'm not sold on like the harness thing. Like there's just too many pieces in my mind right now. I don't want to. Okay, so can we just talk here for a second? Like let's conceptualize something. I want my goal for you would be that we have all of the context about me stored somewhere. About my two businesses, my two like sides of my two business entity stuff, and then like personal stuff as well. And you have context to all of it, and you can be my actual assistant that reads and writes to that context at all times. Don't do anything. Just tell me, like, if that's possible, what you would recommend. Should that be just in markdown files on my desktop? Should that be markdown files on like a VPS at some point? Like, what is actually a good way to structure this? Let's brainstorm. Let's see what it can do. I'm really gonna have to think about this. I don't know. I don't know what the best way to handle is. Lewis, do you use Telegram? Are you using Discord? What are you using to interface with this thing? I mean, I think part of it's like personal preference, right? And then part of it's like whatever I guess works best. Everyone I feel like uses Telegram. I don't like this. I don't like how it just pops up at the end when it's done. I think Telegram doesn't do that. Oh wow. WhatsApp, Telegram, Discord. Tend to use Discord more. Interesting. All right, there's a lot of shit here. Holy cow. Okay. Absolutely possible. It's a very good direction. What you're describing is basically a personal company knowledge base that can use as durable context, not just memory in the vague AI sense, but actual source. I'd recommend a structured private knowledge vault that Hermes can read write to with clear boundaries between business personal projects. Not random memory, more like AI readable personal operating system. Short answer, markdown files. Yes, I strongly recommend markdown files on VPS eventually. Best first setup. Local Git backed markdown vault on Windows, accessible through WSL and local folder, something like content vault. Consult it before answering business or questions. It would not put everything in Hermes. Memory is best for compact, durable facts like Mark's person. See, like this is the problem for me is like I feel like I'm being unless I'm misunderstanding the concept. Like if it can't do it, it's almost like don't use it. Markdown files on your computer. This is where I'd start. Yeah. Okay. This could be big. Yeah. This is literally like exporting your brain. All right, I'm gonna fucking test this thing right now. This is way too much fucking information in a chat. All right, I'm going to give you a test. You just gave me a shit ton of stuff, and I'm currently, talking to you in Discord. Is there? I'm interested to see what you can do here. Can you take all this content you just gave me, and can you put it into? Can you create a markdown file and just store it on the desktop of my machine that you're running on? Didn't try connecting WhatsApp. I haven't tried connecting WhatsApp. I feel like I tried connecting WhatsApp. I had the Telegram problem, and I feel like I tried connecting it on OpenClaw, and it was a pain in the ass. I really wanted to use Google Chat, but I didn't want to go through that either. It's such a shame that Telegram's so easy, and they hate me. They literally hate me. I'm gonna have to wrap this up soon. Let's see what it comes back with here. I mean, again, like long and short of it here is this is absolutely cool. There's a lot of stuff. I feel like I'm obviously just scratching the surface here. I barely got this thing set up, but I'm trying to think of like where the real value is. And I mean, again, like if you guys have value that you've used, like let me know. Oh, okay. It's doing something. Okay. Hang on a second. I think that's the wrong desktop just because I think I technically have two desktops because Windows sucks with the OneDrive bullshit, but it worked. It worked, boys. It worked. It put that on my desktop, and I just opened it. It's a markdown file. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay, you know what? You know what I need to do? I'm going to just talk to the camera here for the last couple minutes, and if you guys have any thoughts, that's fine. But here's what I need to do, okay? I just need to kind of like... That was a lot of shit, okay? Here's what I think would be helpful, maybe for me and for the world, is if I actually did what I'm about to do. There's a lot of tool bullshit, but I feel like that's like the second level. It's like people see the tools and they see like, oh, there's stuff like, that's helpful and whatever. But like there's a layer of it that like you need to understand. Like and it's not the technical layer. It's not like lower. It's actually like higher. It's what the fuck are we even doing any of this for? Like what is not even what it can do, but like if we wanted to do the things that we want to do, right? Like kind of like I don't know if everyone wants to do this, but like export their brain, put it in a context vault, and then have this agent constantly hitting it and doing stuff for us, right? Like you're on the go, you text into Telegram or Discord, and you're like, hey, do this stuff for me. Like create this type of, like markdown content and save it into my context vault. Or maybe not even, I don't think you'd save it in the context vault. I think you'd save it into like your workspace or something. But it all needs to be centralized. I feel like this idea of, I don't know, like, is it the idea of like local working is no longer the thing? That's too simplistic, and that's not like the right thing to say, but like somehow where everything is your again, this is what I think about like AIOS. Like it's all together somewhere, preferably somewhere that is accessible from everywhere, which could just again be maybe like a VPS or whatever. It's always on and it just all sits there. And then you just and it seems weird and heady right now, but it would just build up over time. It would literally be like if you're trying to explain this to a client, which I'm dealing with all this stuff now in my own business, but I want to do it for myself, and then I want to guinea pig it on other clients, and then and just do it for them. If you think about it, it's like your business has a building, and in that building is all the context about that business. Is kind of like an idea, maybe a slight analogy that we can start to do, and everything in there is just it's context about what's going on and what's happening. And at any time, like you just have to separate it out. Like there's context of the stuff that could constantly get updated. There's actual working like projects that would never get absorbed into the context because I could see that existing. And then and it's the other stuff that I was talking about. It's the oh God, what was that? I don't know what that was. Was that me scrolling or something? I don't know what that was. But then like it's again these three. So like your context, your skills, and your execution. I'm not sold on this, but this is where I was at right now. And you separate it into 3 rooms or whatever, 3 channels. And you kind of have like this is fluid. This does change, but most of it stays the same long period of time. This is like how you do things. And this is like actual scripts and actual workflows. And then there's, I mean, I don't know if it would go into execution or there'd be like another one where it's like the stuff that the projects that you're working on, the things that are going on, because you don't want to pollute your context with that. And it doesn't belong in skills. And I feel like execution is only the stuff that's around those 3. So if it's like a different thing, then I don't know. This is really cool, but it's kind of hurts your head after a while. I think we made some progress here. Was it all perfect? No. But it was fun. And I think I obviously know more now than I did before. I appreciate you guys with all the comments and your knowledge as well. But I think that the answer is to just keep going, obviously, as usual. But I think I'll play around with it a little bit more. I think though I am slightly putting the cart before the horse, or I'm giving too much. I'm putting too much credence into Hermes, I think, in a way. Cause like I'm trying to think like really like back out and think of like what actually Hermes does. So like if we look at this one more time and then we'll wrap up here, is Hermes, these are the features of Hermes, right? It lives where you live. Okay, that is a value add, but that's not like, you don't need all of them if you didn't want to. So that's like one thing. Grows the longer it runs. Persistent memory and auto-generated skills. The auto-generated skills is dope. The persistent memory, I think, assumes that you're not going to like be heavy into your context. You know what I mean? Like there's a fundamental difference between somebody that just pops open an AI agent and wants it to do everything, like wants it to like start from zero, versus somebody like me where like I know I have a fuck ton of context already. I already dumped it all into Notion, but I want something that does change with me. So I'm not saying Hermes is wrong for that. I'm just saying it's a different mindset on that. Scheduled automations, cron scheduling for reports and backups. Like that's pretty cool that you can just kind of set that up. But I feel like, I don't know. Isolated sub-agents with their own conversations, terminals. Full web browsing tool. I don't know. The biggest thing about these agents though is I think it's the swappable inference. Because the other The other harnesses, you know, if they're first party, they're not gonna let you do that ever, probably. So, I don't know, gotta figure this out. But what I personally find interesting, one, I gate it limited access to my Obsidian repo so it can extract to-dos and don't know what. I can didn't do it yet, make an MCP so my cloud code can interact with it. Why? No idea yet. Okay. Trying to understand this. Limited access to my Obsidian repos so I can extract tools and to-dos. Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is just like where are you going to put your stuff, right? And it's like for me, I don't know what the answer to that is. It could be markdown files. Markdown files are a little annoying to deal with. Obsidian, obviously, I know does like a lot more stuff that I haven't messed with it at all, but it's not going to be Notion for me. That's for damn sure. Cause I don't need that. I don't need that whole fucking thing. I just think that like I'm going so far in the direction of like literally no like UI, but no clicking. So I'll leave you with this concept of like I have Close CRM and I hate being in it. Like I hate being in it, but I want to see it, you know? Because I'm visual. Like I want to see the Kanban board, whatever the fuck of like the stuff, but I don't want to be in there clicking around and changing stuff. I just want to like report back basically and be like, hey, just had this call, whatever, or just not even do that and just skip that step. But I think it's like that with everything. Like I don't want to manage my context manually anymore. I just want to talk to like like an agent, in this case an AI agent, but it's literally simulating the idea of somebody that knows you like really well and it is your agent, you know, is your like person that you you know, if you're a Hollywood superstar or something and you have like an assistant, right? Like it's the same thing. It's just simulating that obviously. And it's doing it in a way where that person also knows a lot more about other stuff and can do a lot more for you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Obviously got to explore it more. This thing is apparently on 0.11 version 0.11. So it's obviously in its infancy. I don't know. This has been fun. I appreciate you guys. As I continue to move through this, I'm gonna, you know, obviously make more content about it and things that I find, but I just want to leave it with this though. I'm not like sold on the idea of Hermes agent. I played with OpenClaw for 5 minutes, never really went deeper. Heard Hermes agent is way better in a lot of ways. I'm sold on the concept. I'm just not sold on OpenClaw, Hermes, or doing it myself. I don't know which one is the best for me. But I think I have to start working on the context thing because I think the context thing, regardless, I think the context is the key. And it's the most important thing for all of it, but it's also the thing that like it's actually like most of the problem. Like if you don't have that and you can't read and write to that and deal with that, then it's like you just have inference or you just have tools and it's like you don't have anything to actually do there. Maybe I'm over indexing on that, but I haven't heard a lot of people talk about that like that. So I got to dig into it more. I have to go eat something. I'm starving. I got to go back to the web agency summit later today. Well, virtually. If you want to go watch that, it's over at Atarim's website. Just type in web agency summit. You'll find it. I'm doing the wrap up later. Had a good chat earlier, but yeah. If you like this stuff, you stuck around, if you watched all this, Modern Builder Society is my community. It's link in the description. We've got a lot of good stuff like this. We have bi-weekly chats where we, you know, kind of like just sit around like like a Zoom call and we talk about these different things, navigate it all together. So I'm enjoying the great stuff there. Appreciate all you being there. And if you're a business owner somehow and you want to see this stuff, you can go link in the description as well to work with me. So got to plug those two things because that's how I make money. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. And New video coming out either later today or tomorrow about kind of like running tests and like when the AI goes rogue, sort of, or doesn't, or like kind of gaslights you. You can normally steer it back on track by just giving it more, you guessed it, context, at least from my experience. So thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it, guys. I'll talk to you in the next one.